And as you come onto your back, it's just nice just to really check in to see what is going on in my body today. I'm going to close out my box here and I get a little bit bigger icons of everybody. So as you come onto your back, and you may like to place something under your head if you feel like your chin is jutty. You can slide a pillow or a towel or something under your head to support you. And as you go for a little inside walk in your body, are there any areas that are really chatty today? Irritated? And just really want your attention. And so we say, okay, I see you. I'm not going to let it only be you. I want to have a conversation with my entire body. So let's go ahead and bend up the knees. And we'll place the hands on the lower abdomen. And with the hands on your lower abdomen, we get a feedback on the breath. So you inhale, the belly gently expands. And as you breathe out, the belly softens down towards the spine. Gentle expansion and gentle release. And when we breathe in this way, we're telling our nervous system, it's all right. We can go ahead and relax. So some of the secretion of adrenaline begins to slow down, and that begins to calm us down. So if the mind has been going 500 miles an hour, belly breathing supports slowing everything down. Same thing if you wake up at 3 a.m. Notice how is the breath if you begin to deepen the belly breathing. Slowing the out breath down so it's a little bit longer than the in breath. It calms the body down, calms the mind down, and it facilitates rest and relaxation. On the next in breath, I invite you to begin to arch the low back, contracting the muscles on the back. And as you exhale, floating back to neutral. Take a full breath in and out. And again, inhale, arch the low back. Contract the muscles on the low back so it lifts away from the floor. And then slowly floating back to neutral as you release the contraction of these muscles. So the focus of today is the core, but I don't say core like in the exercise class. Core as in yoga, that is our sense of self. It is our, sometimes called the earth chakras, earth energy centers. And so that we rest into who we are with power and purpose and wisdom, changing the energy in the lower belly supports this. Next time you return to neutral, you'll take a breath in for nothing. And then as you exhale, flatten the low back, draw the belly button onto the spine. And then slowly release. Let's take a breath in and out. Take a breath in for nothing. And then exhale, flattening again. Flatten the low back. Pulling it towards the spine, belly button towards the spine. And then letting that go. Relaxing completely. Take a full breath in and out. And one more time, in breath for nothing. And exhale, contract the lower abdomen. In Japan, Eastern martial art, this is the Dantian, the Hara, the powerhouse. In yoga, it's sometimes referred to as your city of jewels. for those reasons, power and purpose, wisdom and clarity. And then we can put these two together. As you inhale, arch the low back, belly expands, and we exhale, we float back to neutral. I'll take a breath in for nothing. And exhale, flatten the low back. And you can dig your heels in a little bit so you really get a sense of pulling up of the tailbone. And we let that go. We'll take a full breath in and out. And then inhaling again, arch. Back muscles contract. And exhale, floating back to neutral. Breath in for nothing. And exhale, flatten. Pull the belly down. Again, maybe dig the heels down. You feel the lifting of the tailbone and the pelvic floor joins in our root in yoga, the right to be. So the right to be and the right to feel and the right to do, that's the energy centers that governs this area. We'll do it one more time. Great movements if you have some low back tension and irritation. Inhaling, arch. Exhale, floating back to neutral. Take a breath in for nothing. And exhale, flattening the low back. Hollow out the belly. And slowly release to neutral. Let's take the legs out long. And pause. Breathing in and out. So with the legs relaxed along the floor, just notice what might have changed from when we started. Now let's press out through the right heel. So the right leg gets a little longer, and then let it go. Now we'll press out through the left heel and let it go. We're just going to go from side to side, pressing out through the heel. Feel the front of the thigh contracting, and the heel just slides along the floor. Release. Straight leg, press out through the heel and relax. Pressing out through the heel and relax, going from side to side. Then we begin to take the hips down with us as you press up through the right heel. The right heel slides down and we take it back up. And then the left heel. So the hips begin to, like a lazy Susan, rotate from side to side. Working it with the waist, the oblique muscles. Pressing out through the heel and relax. Switch to the other side. So from side to side, it's like going for a very slow walk on your back. Slow walk on your back. Side to side. And then we're going to pause that. Pausing that, let everything relax. Notice the breath flowing in and out of your body. And we'll bend up the knees. And bend the knees up again. We'll slide the arms out and up. And slide them down again. So an easy movement. Like snow angels, slide the arms out and up. Let them just slide along the floor. And back down again. And letting go, if there's anything that's uncomfortable, just back off, back off. Make it ease. not forcing or pushing. Sliding the arms up and down, snow angeling. Maybe you can't make that into a verb, but we just did. And then next time you draw the arms out, let's take the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers. And then on your next in-breath, arch. And then exhale, flat, draw the elbows up. We're gonna curl up. And then slowly lengthening the fronts back out again. And release the arms down, elbows releases down. You're gonna take a full breath in and out. And then on your next inhalation, we're gonna arch. And exhale, flattening again. You can dig the heels in again and draw the elbows up, curling up. There's not a big curling up. The head is coming up, is resting to the hands. And then we slowly lengthen the whole front seam back out and release the arms down again. Take a full breath in and out again. One more time. Inhaling, arch the low back, contract the muscles, back lifts away. And then exhale, flattening, elbows draws up, and we curl. And then slowly lengthen back down. Elbows comes back down. So that helps release tension on the front side of the body. Across the chest, across the low back. And then we're going to take the left knee in, holding it in the left hand. So draw the left knee in and just take the hand right around the knees. And we'll do a diagonal arch and curl. And that's to get, again, some of the tension across the shoulders and neck, washing that out. We inhale and we arch. Then we exhale, flatten, and then curling up diagonal, right elbow towards the left knee. And then inhale, slowly unwind, lowering back down. Take a full breath in and out. And then on your next inhalation, arch again. Exhale, flatten. And coming up diagonal. Slowly release. All the way back down again. And a full in and out breath. One more time. Inhaling, arch. Not going to go very far. And exhale, flatten. And rotating up. And down. And then let go of the left knee. Let's pause here. Take your right arm out from under the head. We'll do the other side, but it's nice to take these little breaks. The pauses are as important as the poses. It allows the body and the mind to have a little dialogue and integrate what just happened. We can reconnect to the breath. And then let's take the left arm behind the head, draw the right knee in, clasping it that. And then inhale, arch. Exhale, flatten, curling up again, diagonal. Not a big move. And then inhale, releasing back down. Breath in and out. Inhaling, we arch. Exhale, flattening, curling up again. Left elbow towards the midline. And we release down, letting go. We have one more to max it out. Inhale, arch. Exhale, flat. And let the muscles pull you up diagonally. And then slowly releasing down. And then we let go. Letting go completely. Take the legs out long. Everything pulls, everything relaxes. And notice what is the shadow or after effect or residue of the pose. What changed again in breath, in body, and in the mind space. And we'll go ahead and bend up the knees one more time. We'll take the arms out to the sides. And then let the knees go down to one side and your nose to the opposite. Coming up to center, inhaling down to the other side. So gentle windshield wiper twists. Knees go from side to side. And how far apart you have your feet. Do whatever feels good. I like my feet pretty wide apart, but I know some like your feet closer together. It is what feels good. That is the best way to go about it. And then we're going to roll all the way over onto one side and push up. And we're going to turn around and come into tabletop pose. And here, if you find that your knees are a little chatty, then you might like to take a pillow or blanket, towel under the knees. And if the wrists are not liking to be on the mat, then take your hands out in front a little bit. That sometimes feels a little bit better on the wrists. So from tabletop position, draw the belly onto the spine, rounding the back upward, called angry cat pose. And inhale, arch the back. So we're doing the same movement that we started with. We just changed the orientation. Arching. And lift the chin and the tailbone. Do it one more time. Rounding the back up towards the sky. And arching. And then we'll come back to neutral. Belly button on the spine. And wag the tail from side to side. Wag the tail side to side. And we'll take the right leg back and lift the leg up. Lift the right leg up. And then draw the knee towards the chest. And take it out long again. Draw the knee towards the chest. And take it out long again. One more time. Knee towards chest. Taking it out long. And if it feels okay in your body, hold the leg out long. Hold the leg out long. Sometimes called the bird dog pose. And for balance purpose, when you try to take the left hand forward for support, and we'll take everything back down. And let's wag the tail again. Wag the tail from side to side. And then the other side, take the left leg back, taking the left leg back, lifting it up. So that's the job of the glutes, gluteus maximus. And then draw the knee towards the chest, rounding, inhale. Go straight back again, back and forth, inhale, knee towards the nose, and then we take it out long. So that one more time, knee towards nose, take it out long. And if it feels like a really heavy weight, just let the toes come down and rest on the floor. It is perfectly fine. And we'll play with taking the right arm out in front, taking the right arm out in front. So maybe everything is lifted, maybe everything is touching down gently. It is wherever it feels good today. We're going to take everything back into tabletop. Wag the tail again. Wag the tail. And then let's take the knees a little bit wider. Big toes stay together, and we'll take the seat back towards the heels. Wide knee, child's pose. And here the forehead can rest on the back of the hands. And breathe in and out. Breathing in and out. Let the breath draw into the back body. One more breath. And we'll take the arms forward again. And we'll come up to tabletop so we can bring the knees back towards each other. Let's tuck the toes under and draw the hips back towards the heels again. Hips back towards the heels. And then inhale, drawing up. And exhale, drawing back. Let the elbows come down. Inhale, drawing up. A little curious. A little bit more back bend. Exhale, we go back down again. Elbows comes down. So hips and shoulders are getting a little bit more movement. How far forward we go? That will be determined how it feels. So being playful, but not again pushy or using force. Just go with your body. Say, that feels good. I like this. But not pushing. And then next time we come up, we're going to prepare to stand up. So a couple of ways we can come into standing. One is walk the hands back towards the feet. Lift the knees off. Or take one foot up between the hands and step the other foot up to the hands. We end up in the same forward fold. And from here, rolling up. Rolling all the way up, stacking vertebrae on vertebrae, and finding our way into standing. So mountain pose is an important pose in the yoga sequence. And it looks like we're just standing around, not doing much, but we become the mountain. So if I don't stand in mountain pose, everything is just kind of hanging out. So my whole energy, away it goes. But if I shift the weight into my heels, begin to take the tailbone down towards the heels, then I begin to consolidate around the midsection. And now my spine is supported. From here, I feel more power, more grounded, and my shoulders are relaxed. Now let's do some shoulder circles. I know you lost the top of me here. So circling the shoulders around both directions. Go back again, other way. Unsticking what may have gotten a little stuck. Movement is medicine. One more time in the opposite directions. And then we're going to stand sideways on the mat. to take a wide step. Let's take the hands to the hips. We'll turn the right leg all the way out and kick the left heel back a wee bit. Bending the right knee and then straighten it again. So we're preparing for warrior two. Bending and straightening. Looking down at your right knee as you bend it, does it land right over the ankle? That's the happiest place for the knee to be. So we're going to keep the knee bent and then press evenly into both feet, grounding the feet. Draw the tailbone towards the floor and then lift up through the sternum. Breathing, grounding, and lifting up. The legs are powerful and strong, but the upper body is at ease. Let's straighten right leg, put back at neutral, and we'll turn the opposite side. So turning your left leg out, kick the right heel back. And again, bending the knee, and I'm just going to check. It doesn't travel past the ankle, and it doesn't collapse to the inside. So a straight line forward. Doesn't have to be a very wide stance, but keeping the knee happy. And then we'll keep it in the bent position. Ground both feet strongly. Rooted and grounded. Sometimes when we hold a pose, we hold the breath too. So keep breathing, keep breathing. Wrapping muscle around legs. And back up at center. Parallel feet. We'll take the arms out to the sides. Bend up the elbows. And then draw the elbows towards one another. Inhale, draw the elbows apart. Let's come forward again, spread the shoulder blades. And take the shoulder blades wide. One more time. Press the elbows together. Press the elbows together. And then relax the shoulders down, but lift the elbows up. Lift the elbows up. And relax the arms down. Just roll, shake that out a little bit. And now we'll kick the heels in. Bend the knees I was never a ballet dancer, so I can't really speak to this, like a ballerina. But goddess pose is what we're moving into. So we are embracing our inner goddess. Bending the knees. Straightening the legs. Only go as low as is comfortable for your body. So again, our inner power. We can add the arms. Exhale, pull the arms down and straightening up. Pull the arms down and straighten up. And then we can add Simhasana, the lion's roar. One more time. All the way up. Take the arms down and we'll toe heel, toe heel, toe heel. Stepping back in again. And pause. Notice the energies after these poses. It might stimulate up a little bit, but calming at the same time. We're going to take the poses down to the floor again for a little bit more hip work. So to come down to the floor, bend the knees, take the hands down. We're going to return to our tabletop position. We're going to kick the right foot out to the side. so that it just goes off the mat, and take the left leg back and take the instep down. So coming into side plank pose. Taking the arm up, overhead. Take the arm and reach it overhead, elongate the side. And then inhaling up. And lengthen again. Inhaling up. Lengthen. And then lifting up. And we're coming into gate pose. So we're standing now on the knee with the other leg out to the side. Resting whenever you need to rest, taking care of your body. Side pose, gate pose, side bending over the straight leg. Lifting up, gentle side bending again. It's like a teeny little triangle pose. And we're going to spin it back down, side plank, both hands comes down, and we're back in tabletop. Let's draw back to wide knee child's pose. Take a rest moment before we do the other side. Again, maybe stack the forehead for the arm, for the forearms for the forehead to rest on the back of the arms. So a resting pose. If this pose is uncomfortable for the knees, then the same pose is the happy baby pose where we lay on our backs and hug the knees to the chest. So the poses can have many different orientations. It doesn't change the pose, it just changes what is comfortable. Now side plank to the other side. I'm going to spin around, go to the other side. So this time, kick the left leg out to the side and take the right leg back. And we'll lift up into side plank. We'll take the arm overhead and play with stretching overhead. Take it back up. Move in a way that is comfortable for your body. Gentle and easy. And again, returning up to gate pose, standing up on the bent knee for opening the side chest. The arm can come to the sky. It can also stay on the hip as we side bend towards the straight leg. Not a big move. The breath is what links us in all of it. If we're breathing, we're doing yoga. We'll take the arm back down, back into side plank, and back to tabletop. And then we'll bookend here with cat and cow. Rounding as you exhale, arch as you inhale. And so again, this can be done on the back. We did the pelvic tilts at the very beginning. Same muscles, different orientation. And then from here, we are all going to meet up on our back. So coming onto your back body. And we'll bend up the knees. Preparing for bridge pose. With the arms down alongside the hips. As you inhale, press into the feet and lift the hips. And exhale, lower down again. We're talking with the glute muscles one more time. Inhale, contract the glutes as what pushes the hips away from the floor. And we slowly release back down again. One more time. Press, lift, and lower down. Draw the knees to the chest. So hugging the knees towards the chest. Rocking from side to side. And we'll take the legs towards the sky. The knees can be bent, they can be straight. And reversing, so the gravitational pull on our body. The heart loves this because it doesn't have to work as hard to get and to pump the blood back up. It's a deeply calming pose. I'm practicing either freestanding as we are, or you can use a wall or a chair. Great pose to give the back a little break. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. One more breath. And we'll bend the knees. And slowly place the feet back down on the floor. Last windshield wiper twist. And again, if there is any little strain around the neck, spine, or hips, this can be like your magic eraser. The in-breath, take the knees to one side. Keep the opposite shoulder down as the nose turns towards it. Coming up to center. And go to the opposite side. Easy, gentle, nurturing, and soothing. And then next time you come up to center, pause, and take the legs long. Take your arms down alongside your body, and then here, I invite you to just take a moment and get really comfortable. So we'll conclude again today with the progressive muscle sequence. So maybe a blanket under the head, maybe some support under the knees, or maybe you want to widen your feet, take the arms a little bit further out, so that you feel that you can really relax. So we start. And take a deep breath in. And let go of the breath. And we'll do that again. Take a deep breath in and hold it just for a moment. So there's a little bit of tension around the breath. And then relax and exhale. Do that one more time. Deep breath in. Holding. And let go. And now take your awareness down to your feet and tense your feet by curling the toes. Curl the arch of the foot. Getting as tight as you can. Hold the tension, both your feet. And then slowly relax. Relax the feet. Relax the feet completely. And then move the awareness up to your lower leg and contract the calves. Contract, squeeze the calf towards bone. You may feel you're squeezing in around the knee. Hold it tight. Hold it tight and relax. Relaxing completely. Take a breath in and out. And now tense your muscles around your thighs and your pelvis. Squeeze everything tightly together. You may want to squeeze the thighs together and tense, squeeze, hold, and release, letting go. Letting go completely. Feel how the tension melts out of the muscles. And now tense your stomach and your chest. You can suck the belly in and squeeze tight and hold it. Can you hold it, everything in really tight? And again, release. Releasing slowly. Letting your muscles, letting your body know the difference between tense and relax. So when we move slowly and we repeat, the motor cortex begins to really pay attention and helps us relax. Now breathe in deeply. Breathe slowly. And then fill your lungs. Fill the lungs up and hold it again. Hold the breath, pausing, and release. And we take the awareness to the back body. Squeeze the back, pull the shoulders together, hold them tight, hold, hold, hold. And let go. We carry often a lot of tension around the shoulders, the upper back, armor. Let's repeat this one more time. Squeeze the shoulders. You control the intention, feeling the muscles on the upper back contracting. And then allow the release. And then tense your arms all the way from your hands to your shoulder. Make a fist and squeeze, squeeze tightly all the way up. And let go, letting go completely. I'm tensing your face and your neck. You can distort by scrunching everything together or wide open eyes, mouth. And let that go. So if you were scrunching everything together, I invite you to do the opposite. And if you were doing the big mouth, I invite you to again scrunch. So we do both directions. Take a breath in and contract. And let go. And now tense your entire body, your feet, your legs, your stomach, arms, chest, head. Tense, hold everything in tightly. That was my phone. I apologize for that. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then let go of your entire body. Letting go. Softening, melting towards the floor, maybe a sense of pulling. Nothing to hold on to, nothing to do. Letting go of all effort. Notice if there is any place in your body that is feeling a little chatty, and direct your breath to that area, as if you're breathing in and out of that body part. A hip or back or shoulder, the neck. By directing the breath to a specific area, we increase circulation to that area. And circulation, the movement of the nutrients, the oxygen, is how our body heals. Now I invite you to begin to deepen your breath. Maybe wiggle fingers and toes. Bending up the knees when you're ready. And rock the knees gently from side to side. Rolling over onto one side. Then using your arms and hands to press up into a comfortable position. And I invite you to join me as we'll close with the prayer for peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Om. Sharing wellness, kindness, compassion with anybody, everywhere, near and far, including ourselves. We are not separate. Let's take a deep breath in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Om. Thank you. Namaste.